What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel if you've been here, and welcome if you haven't. If you haven't, stop right now, hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of the gang and you can know when I'm dropping another video. And I'm gonna put my Instagram name either right here or right here so that you can follow me and stay active and let me know what you guys think and what you guys would like to see in the further future. Anyway, I put a poll on my story whether you guys would like to see a Mexico story time or a hill haul, and 71% of you guys voted for a Mexico story time. So today's video is a Mexico story time, and I don't want to do too much talking. Let's get right into the video so I can tell y'all this story real quick.
Hey, look, I just wanna have my fun. My team gotta have go eat. Hot tips on around my drum. That bitch wanna have my gun, like this wanna have my teeth on freeze.
So for my 21st birthday, I decided that I was gonna go to Mexico, and me and my best friend hopped our asses on the plane and we went to Cancun. First of all, this was my first time on a plane. This was my first time out the country. So you know I was amped up. I was like, yo, I did this all on my own. I saved up my money for this. I worked these long days. I was so hyped. So me and my best friend got on the plane. The flight was about 3 hours. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really scared at first, but it's not as scary as I thought. When you first get on, I might admit your stomach dropped for a little while, but after that, it's really smooth. Like, you feel more turbulence on the train than you do on the plane. So we was on there for about 3 hours. After we got off, it was dumb hot, like sweltering heat. I wish I would have wore a bikini on the plane. Listen, it was so hot. So we met up with our travel guide, and he escorted us to our hotel. The hotel was 1 hour and 30 minutes away from the airport. So it was a bit of a while before we got to our resort. Once we got there, we was greeted with drinks and everything like that, and we checked in. Mind you, we booked a double bed suite, but since we was a man and a woman, they decided, I guess they thought we was together, and they decided they were going to upgrade us to a honeymoon suite, which was like a bigger bed and like a jacuzzi and stuff like that. And it was a glass shower. None of this stuff was secluded, so it was a bit awkward because this is not my man, this is my best friend, and I don't want to see everything hanging all out in the open. So anytime we had to take a shower, me and him had to go on the patio or something like that, which wasn't that big of a deal. We made it work. So the first day we got in there, we settled down, and the hotel had 5 pools and 8 bars. So we went to one of the pool bars and we decided we was gonna get lit. We got some pina coladas because they was closing soon. The bar was closing soon, so we got some pina coladas. We got a bunch of drinks because we was like, well, we gonna get lit even if they close. So we ordered just all these drinks and they made them all for us. And we was just tasting all the drinks, getting lit in the pool. After that, we walked to the beach. We looked at the beach. It was so beautiful. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. We went to the beach, and after that, we decided we were gonna go back to the room, and we was gonna go get some food, get dressed, change our clothes, and go get some food. So I'm expecting the food to be so good because I eat Mexican food here in the States. I'm expecting it to be popping, tacos, everything. The food was like so bad. Like, they didn't use no type of seasoning. Most of the stuff was pork. Like, most of the meats was pork, and I don't eat any swine. So I was just so upset. So mind you, I'm a foodie, so that was like, first they broke my heart. So I'm not even gonna lie, I cried in the bathroom. I went upstairs in my room and cried in the bathroom because I expected the food to be good, and it wasn't. Like, yo, I really had a whole fat attack. But anyway, we called it quits early. We drank a couple more drinks because we had a bar in our room. We drank a couple more drinks. After that, we took it down. And the next day was my birthday, so we woke up early. We was litty. We like, yo, I'm 21. I'm super hyped. I'm like, yo, today is gonna be the day. Yesterday is gone. The food was bad, but today gonna be different. We gonna go to different places and stuff like that. So we went downstairs. We met our tour guide again. We booked our excursions, which was zip lining, ATV riding, kayaking, and water swings, which is at this place called Explorer Fuego. So we couldn't go right then and there. The next time to go to the place, because vans leave at a certain time, was 3 o'clock. So we had to be in the lobby at like 2:30. So for the rest of the day, we just was like, we got some more breakfast, and we went up to our room and we just was chilling until things until the time came around. We got dressed and we went down there. We met up with our tour guide and they drove us to another place where it was a bunch of resorts meeting up to get to transport onto a van. Not a van, coach bus. So on the coach bus, it was all the seats was filled and everything like that. So it took us about an hour to 2 hours to get to the actual place that we the actual excursion place. Any place in Mexico was so far that if you got in the car, you wasn't getting out for at least an hour. Like, it was so far away. Everything was so far away. So after we got out, we was dumb hype. We got our little, you got to get a little helmet because it was like an authentic cave. You got to get a helmet, check in. You got to get certain shoes, lock up your things because you can't take certain things through the cave. So after that, we was like, the first thing we doing is zip lining from the rip. So we like, all right, we go to the zip line. The zip line is actually a tour through the jungle, and you have to, it takes an hour because it's 7 towers and 7 different lines, and they go up like height and they go up in distance and things like that. So the first line is like, it's sweet, it's easy. Second one is not so high, but then it goes higher and higher and higher to the 7th tower, which is the longest decline, and it goes through a ring of fire. So that's like the latest one. So we had to climb. Oh my God, it was so many ladders, like really so many ladders. We got on the first line, we climbed up a ladder, zip line to the next one, climbed up a ladder, zip line. By the time we got to like the 4th ladder, we just know that we was not like, we was like, dang, yo, I wish you could stop right in here, but you couldn't, because once you got in it, you couldn't go nowhere else because there was no way down. It was just like, you only can go up. So we finished the zip lining tour. We zip lined through a ring of fire. I'm gonna show y'all a video right here because I don't even do this. I don't even do stuff like this. I'm not gonna say I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of just me dangling on a wire with nothing around me through a jungle I've never been in. So here go a video of me zip lining.
Oh, she's scared. You nervous? You nervous? Big nervous or a little nervous?
Anyway, after we zip lined, we decided we was gonna go ATV riding, and only people would like, we thought ATV riding here was gonna be like on like dirt bikes, but apparently it wasn't. It was like actually like a little go-kart that you got in, and whoever drove it had to have a license, which I'm lucky because I don't got my license. My best friend had his license, so he decided he was gonna be whipping it through the jungle. So we out. The first time we just driving. The trail is so crazy, and we thinking that it's gonna be quick. No, we really driving through the jungle, like all trees, all stuff. Somebody actually crashed, and it was like, any damage done to this, you have to pay for it. We almost crashed into them. It was so crazy, like, so that was like really, really crazy. I was super hyped. Mind you, it was like pictures being taken of you through the jungle, and we paid for a package where you could like have the pictures after you leave and stuff like that. So every day again, it was like a flash. You had to put up. We was putting up gang signs. We were just having a ball. So right after that, the sun started setting kind of early because we got there kind of late because it took us we got there maybe like 6, and we couldn't leave till like maybe like 10, I think like 10. So when we got there at 5, and we couldn't leave at 10. So it was a 5-hour duration that you had to be there until your place could leave. So after we did that, we went through like canoeing, but the sun was setting, so it was actually, the water was so cold. Like the first thing we should have did when we got there was do the water rides, but we didn't because we wasn't thinking. We was just hyped like, oh, we going to do zip lining, which we really wanted to do. So my best friend, he was like, I'm sucking it up because it's your birthday, and I know you're not gonna do this if I don't do it with you, so I'm gonna do it. Even though he had an attitude, we still was doing it. So you had to basically put these little paddles on your hand. It was like a like Velcro to put the paddles on your hand, and you had to paddle through the water. And it was freezing cold, and it is so hard to paddle a canoe and curve and all this stuff, like if you have no experience in it. So me and my best friend finally got out the cave, and after that we was annoyed because we still had so much time to be there before we could leave, and we was already done. Like, we did everything we had to do. So my best friend was like, all right, we're gonna ATV ride one more time, and then maybe time should go faster. Like, so this time we ATV ride, we think it's gonna be the same trail that it was before, but actually it's a complete different trail. It's through the cave, and it has like fire, and you riding through water, and it's like bridges in the cave for this, and it's so crazy because we was expecting the same trail, like we just gonna go through it again, like round 2, but it was a completely different thing. I'm gonna show you a video of that too. What the fuck is that? A cat gun?
No, it's like, it's not fucking driving, like, oh!
Anyways, after we did that, it still had about 2 hours till we had to leave. We finished everything in like 3 hours that we really wanted to do. So my best friend was like, irked. I was irked. So we decided we was going to catch a cab. So I went out there. I go look at the prices for the cabs because it's cabs there, obviously, because it's like amusement park and stuff like that. So we go there, and the cab is $80 to my hotel. Mind you, I can get a free bus. I can get a cab. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to chalk it and get the cab. Mind you, I smoke. So I was going to bring a pen on the plane, a vape pen, but I actually forgot my vape pen at home, and I had no source of getting bud over here. So I know that my dad always told me if I travel, because he does a lot of traveling, that if I get in a cab, that would be the main person that would know where to get it, or my bellhop. My bellhop was a lady, and she was really, really nervous. I doubt she would know where it was at. So I asked the cab driver. The first cab driver I got in, he was dumb nervous when I asked him. You could tell he knew where it was, but he was not trying to give me the details. He was like, no, I don't know where you can get weed. No. And he kept driving. I was like, well, I'm not about to pay this man $80 to take me to my hotel, and I can just get in the van for free. The only way I'm getting in this cab is if I'm getting some bud. So then that's when I seen this other guy, like this other little Mexican guy, this other little, younger guy. He was like staring me down and things like that. So I was like, maybe he know, because he does look younger. Maybe he knows how to have a good time over here. So I'm like, come here. And he like really, really shocked. Like, oh, like me? I'm like, yeah, come here. Like, come sit down. Like, come sit down with me or whatever. So he like, okay. He come over, he sit down. And I'm like, be honest, you smoke here? And he started laughing. And I was like, you know where I can find some? And he get nervous too. And I'm like, dang, why are they all panicking over, it's not even that serious? So he was panicking. But I was like, listen, calm down. If you take me to get something to smoke, I will pay you. So he stops for a second. He looks at he checks my gear out. Like, I do look like you could pay me well, you know? So after that, he's like, but it's not my turn to ride a cab. The guy you went with before, it's his turn to ride a cab. And until he gets a ride, I can't ride you anywhere because it's not my turn. So after he gets a ride, then I'm going to ask if you want to ride. Do anybody want to ride? And you say you do, and act like you changed your mind so I could take you to get weed, basically. So I'm like, all right. So the guy gets a family. Then the guy's like, who wants a cab? So we hype. We like, oh, bet. We want a cab. So we get in his cab. He starts laughing from the rip. He like, you ballsy. Like, basically like, you ballsy. And not a lot of them spoke fluent English. Like, it was really broken sentences over there. So even the people at our front desk really didn't speak fluent English. So I asked him, like, do you speak fluent English? Like, can I speak fluent English with you? He's like, he started laughing. He's like, yeah, man, like, I speak fluent English. Like, he cracking up. Like, don't try to play me. Like, I speak fluent English. So he started asking me about my life. He started asking me about, like, what I do over there. I was telling him, like I work at a coffee shop. Like, it was my pay over there. He was like, that's not bad pay. And we was just talking about our, like, it was so weird because he was just talking about his life. He told me he had a daughter. Like, we were just talking about everything in his cab ride. So I wasn't really paying attention to the scenery. But after a while, I started realizing that something isn't right. I keep seeing this same restaurants, this same assortment of stores, everything. So I'm like, dog, we going in circles. So I stop for a second and I get nervous. I'm like, yo, mind you, Juan is asleep. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, why are we driving in circles? He just gets quiet. So I'm like, dog, what the hell is going on? Like, they told me don't leave my resort. They told me it wasn't safe. Like, and I'm just not listening to nobody. My mom was like, don't leave your resort. My dad was like, don't leave your resort. My family was like, if y'all leave your resort, it better be with your travel guide. That's the only way you better leave that resort. But we wasn't listening. Well, I wasn't listening. Mom was with it. So we like, whatever, we gonna find Bud. So after a while, he's not talking. He parks in the parking lot, and I get super scared. I'm like, dang, yo. Like, so he goes in his trunk, and he pulls out a black case. I lied to you not. I thought I was going to die. Like, I really thought I was going to die. I'm like, no, yo. Not in Mexico. For the first time, I'm thinking, not for myself. I'm thinking for Juwan. I'm like, He told me to chill. It was cool. We didn't need the bud after we got out the first cab, but I'm still persistent, trying to smoke. I'm drawling. And I'm like, dang, we really gonna die in Mexico. Like, really? Like, that's drawling. Like, that's so drawling. Like, not us, yo. We don't deserve this. So the guy comes out with a case, and Juan would sleep the whole ride. But mind you, he wakes up when the guy opens the back seat. And in the highest pitch, he's like, what is that? And the guy must have, he has this case and he's holding it like this. And the guy must have seen that we was so nervous because he gets scared too. And he's like, oh no, like it's nothing. Like he opens their face. He's like, it's just tints for the window. Like it's like this basically a suction cup tint. Like it's like a shape of a window. You just push it on the thing and it tints your window because he didn't want nobody seeing that he was selling us weed. So we got about this much weed for $80. I tipped him $60 and the ride was $80. So that was $220 just to get some bud. And I thought I was gonna die. He wound up driving us back to our hotel. And it was crazy because when you go to the resorts, especially when you went through a taxi, they were checking underneath everything. Like they would stop and they would check underneath like the car. They would check to see if your name was on the list and what your room number was. Like for like a couple checkpoints. Like it wasn't like one, it was like a couple, like maybe like 3 or 4. So we got back to our hotel and I discovered that I left my phone in the locker at the excursion place because my phone was dying and there was no point in me taking it because I didn't have a waterproof case. So I left it in the locker and I lost my phone. And so that was only the second day of the trip for this. So I didn't have my phone for the next 2 days. And I was so heartbroken because I lost my phone. Like, why wouldn't I be heartbroken? Like, I didn't have no phone in Mexico. It was nothing else to entertain me but Fox News and Fox Simpsons. That's the only channel that I didn't have that wasn't in Spanish. I was just really upset. And I cried. But the next day, I slept on it. The next day, I tried to get my phone back because we got there dumb late. I tried to get my phone back. I never got it back. But the next day, I jet skied, it made up for the fact that I lost my phone because I never did nothing like that. And it was so popping and it was so beautiful because low-key, it was good that I lost my phone too because I could enjoy more of the trip because I wasn't so worried about my phone. Like, and it was so beautiful and the sunset was so beautiful. Anyway, it was so nice. I loved it so much, like especially jet skiing because I accomplished the fear because I'm not scared of water, but I'm scared to drown in water, obviously. And it was really deep water and I never actually did no machinery in water, so I was really scared about that. But after I got the hang of it, I was out, yo. I'm gonna show y'all a video of that too right here. And the next day we woke up and we left, never got my phone back. And that was my trip to Mexico. And would I go back? Yes, but with a bunch of people so they could be mad entertaining because even though me and my best friend entertain each other so much, we can't entertain each other that much. After a while, it was just like, dang, what is we doing next? What is we doing? Like, it started getting boring for a little while. Then we just was doing anything. But anyway, hopefully you guys like my story time and you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what was your favorite part and what you guys would like to see next.